This battery size is used on most Hondas, but you'll need to check if yours is the same. So I'll highlight the differences with a full step-by-step battery replacement and show you what to expect after installation. Before working on anything else, disconnect the negative terminal first and not just loosen it. I made a separate video explaining all of that, so I'll post a link at the end of this video. The positive clamp can now be loosened with this nut, but you might need to extend the clamp a bit to get the terminal off. This step is not really necessary, but if you want, you can remove the negative cable from the bracket by unscrewing this plastic cap. The next obvious step is to remove the bracket. You don't need to loosen the nuts completely, just enough to unhook the rods at the bottom, as you'll see shortly. It's good practice to clean the terminals when installing a new battery. This is actually a plumbing tool to clean copper pipes, but it works well on these small terminals. I'll get to the battery specs a bit later. For now, position the battery in the tray and make sure the positive can reach. What's also important here is to position the terminal nice and low on the tapered post to prevent loose connections down the line. A screwdriver helps to extend the clamp to achieve this. The bracket can also now be installed before tightening all of those, so let's look at the specs on this battery. Not only is this battery smaller in dimensions than usual, but the terminals are also smaller. I've seen Hondas with standard terminals, so if your terminals are roughly 13 to 15 millimeters in diameter, you have what is called pencil posts, and you'll need this battery size. I'll leave links in the description for the battery size used here as a cross-reference. Once everything is tightened, it shouldn't be able to move around by hand. If you find these videos helpful, I hope we've earned your subscription by now, but even a like or a super thanks will be appreciated. The negative terminal should be the last thing to connect. On startup, you shouldn't see any warning lights apart from the usual ones, and a radio code isn't necessary. You'll just need to set the time. The one-touch windows also don't need to be reset. There's a sequence for disconnecting and connecting the terminals, and it's all explained in this next video.